grab my Midori Traveller. Look how chunky it is. Look, I'm actually using it. Look at this stuff coming out the front and out the back, and there's a little rabbit in here. Really cute. But I'm really loving it. I thought I would use it, and I'm using it more than I thought I would. So the insert that I made with this, here's the day by day one. So that's using the first one that I showed you. It's using the day by day. And I bought some, let me flip it around so you can see it. I bought some, well, I was going to say nice paper. All paper's nice. The paper I bought was a bit thicker, and it has a kind of a off-white colour. You can see here, off-white. So it's a little bit thicker. The other way around it. It's a little bit thicker than photocopy paper. I can't remember how much thicker. Photocopy paper is 80 grams per square metre. I think this might have been 110, something like that. Maybe 120. Maybe that's too thick. I'm just babbling. So I made this insert, decorated the front, which I really like. Robots, I love robots. And then I've been using this. So what you do is you mark the day, you mark the month, which of course I haven't done. Here's my pen. What month is it for there? June. July. This is the best video ever, isn't it? It goes on and on and on. Who's not prepared? It's July. And there's the date, the 8th. So that's how that works. So you can print, what I liked about this, I can make inserts and use them every month. Each one of these books would be a month. This is July. Awesome. I'd recommend this printed just like it said it was going to print. And if we have a look over here to this part, there's the month in view. So there's my month for July, just adding these things. I got carried away and added all the months. I'm going to say carried away because of course I made a mistake, as you would. I started off doing stamps, that took a bit long, went to using pens, that was absolutely fine until I put 2 21sts in here, and that botched everything up on the way through. But fear not, I just covered it with tape, and now I'm okay with that. So that's my month on month, that's my month view for July. And then I use this as a day view for what I'd like to achieve, what I'm going to do. And I also put appointments in because it has this, the timestamp down the middle. I really like it, would recommend it. While I'm in the Midori Traveller, let's have a look at a couple of other inserts that I made. This one, I've just covered it. I didn't make this one, I just covered it. This is one of the Moleskine chapter books. And I'm actually doing my list, has got a list in here, and I'm going to do some more of that when I finish talking to you. So that's cool. But look, that just fits straight in there straight away. I don't have to cut anything down. It's nice and thick. And the thing I like about this is that's what it says on the tin. They are chapter books. So it has one of these sort of pages every now and then. So I've been able to divide it up. This is where I'm scheduling blog posts, and I'll probably come back and do listers in the next chapter. And yeah, I like it a lot. The other insert I've got in here, around the back here, is this puppy, which I cut down from the cheapo notebooks that I got at Warehouse Stationery last month. So you can see the difference in the size there. Can you? Yes, you can. And how much I've cut off. I've cut off about 2.5 centimetres. But they cut off really easily, and then I just rounded the corners because I'm a maniac for rounded corners, and that fitted in there, and that's just a nice ruled, and actually paper's really nice. I'd recommend looking out for cheap notebooks at places like the Warehouse, because it's just absolutely fantastic. And I know you'll be going, but what is this, Michelle? What is this in the middle holding your credit cards? Well, that's exactly what it is. It is an insert holding my, well, loose bits of paper, and I wanted somewhere to hold cards, because when I was using my personal diary, I was using it every day, almost like a wallet, and when I moved to the Midori Traveller, I was missing that. So I made this morning. I followed Ray Blake's video on YouTube, and he said it would take 10 minutes, 5 minutes actually, and it took me a little longer just because he was making one for passport size, I was making one for bigger, so I'd use my brain, and that takes a bit of time, but I made it. It's really cool. So it has a little pocket for cards, and they're on the inside so they won't slip out. And it's got a little place here that you could probably put something if you needed to. If you had a little receipt or something you wanted to just keep. That was a bit big and a little bit obvious. Let's see what we could put in there from the June kit. Just pop something in there and keep it, you know, snug. Nice, there you go. And inside, got a few places to put things. And that's nice. That just sits in the middle of my Midori. I've got enough room for one more card. I'm pretty chuffed with that. I made it from a file, hanging file from work. You know, ones that have the metal on them. So I just chopped the metal off the top and did the folds, and I'm pretty happy with it. That's my Midori Traveller notebook. Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And I thought that I would also show you while I'm here just two of my other little inserts that I made. This one was again another one of the moleskin chapter books. It's got nice blue pages instead of the pink, and I like putting the packing tape on the edges. I like that a lot. And this one is just a plain Midori notebook that came with it, and I've just covered it and put a bit of trim on it, and again with the packing tape on the side, which makes me feel better for some reason. I kind of like it. So that's me, that's us, that's done.